guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tekla Mkumbo. You can call me TK, or I like to call myself Too Blessed to Be Stressed. So welcome on this another episode where I'll be sharing my life experiences and the mistakes that I did so that you shouldn't do them. Okay, so let's get right into it. So today, guys, I want to speak about how we should take things seriously. Okay? Yes. So what do I mean by that? So I remember starting from school as I was growing up. This is something I wish I knew, or if you're still young, this is something I wish you know now. So from school, from house chores, from your studies, your health, everything that you do in this life, take it seriously. Because life comes in different seasons, okay? So cherish each season that you are into, all right? So let's say right now you're a student, you're still in school. Take your studies seriously, because the things that you're learning, they will come to have an impact in your life as you become an adult, okay? Let's say you are in a journey of learning, okay? Learning books. Oh my God. This is something I wish I took seriously at a very young age. So let me share with you this. One of my jobs that I did back then, we had an opportunity to read one of the books that I came to find out it's one of the books that has been read in the world. This book is called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Yes, if you know that book, you will know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know, please look for that book. Read that book. It will change your life. It will change your mindset. So I had a privilege to actually read this book from one of the companies that were authorized to actually, they were like the people that used to speak and train upon this book. They used to train managerial levels. They used to train leaderships about the 7 habits of highly effective people. And they used to charge so much for these trainings. And I used to work in that company. And I remember in the mornings when we get to work, when you have these morning briefs, we used to discuss about that book. And I was like, okay, let's just do this and get it done with. Oh my. Right now, all the successful people talk about this book. And I had to go and look for this book again and read it as an adult. So I thought I should share these things with a young person out there. Anything that comes your way, take it seriously, because God brings it in your life for a reason. You will need it along the way, okay? Another thing I want to touch on, it's the finances. This is something that I really want the young people to take seriously. This is something I made a mistake, and I wish I knew this at a young age. Guys, take your money seriously. If you start to make money, make sure, if you are a Christian, whatever your belief is, if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, whatever, if you believe in tithing, do that. Then save. Oh my God, I don't know how I should emphasize on savings. Make sure you save some of the money that you make, okay? Another thing, make sure you invest. Yes, start as early as you can to invest. Even if it's a little bit, just start investing. I wish I knew this at a very young age, because right now, the adulthood, I don't know what to tell you guys, but I'm glad I now know this, and I've started for my kids at a very young age, okay, so that they don't face what I faced. I want them to start with a soft start, okay, because I get to know all this information, so definitely they will have to do better than what I did, okay? So if you're a young person listening to me right now, take that seriously. Be very serious with your money. Be very seriously with your finances. Have a budget in place. Don't just spend anyhow, okay? Make sure whatever you spend on, you budget for that. And there's something that is called delayed gratification, okay? Don't be, they say the generation of nowadays, it's a microwave generation. Like, we want things now. We don't know how to wait, okay? So have, plans on the things you want to buy, okay? Let's say there's a new phone. You didn't budget for that. Don't buy it, because it's gonna disturb your budget. Anything that you wanna buy, especially if it's something that's expensive, try to save for that. And trust me, the minute you have the savings ready for you to buy that thing, the feeling is even better than you just, waking up and deciding to, shop things randomly. I know for girls, there are sales nowadays. All businesses have sales tags in their stores. Don't be tempted, okay? You can have your budget to shop whenever there's a sale, and shop during that time only. Don't be shopping every time money hits your account. No. Okay, guys? So these are some of the things that I wish I knew at a very young age. Another thing, it's the relationships, okay? I wish I knew this at a very young age, that there's more than love when it comes to relationships, when it comes to dating. You need to be very intentional with the partner that you choose, because whoever you decide to spend the rest of your life with can determine whether you will be successful or not. So don't just fall for that person that you think you love or they love you so much. My friend, look for extra things. Ask yourself these questions, or ask them these questions. How is your faith? What is their relationship like with God? What are their plans in future? Like, how do they see themselves in future? What kind of life do they see themselves living in future? And then try to see if that's what you also envision for yourself. Because you might marry someone, you think you love them and they love you, but there's so much more that comes into relationship later on in future that you didn't pay attention to at the early stages, that can make you guys even separate. That's something I have seen in people around me, and I thought I should share this with a young person. You know what? Check someone's behaviors. Try to dig deep, like, what are the things that actually influence them the way they are? What are the background? Like, what are the behaviors that they're not proud of, and are they really willing to work on them and change themselves before they even commit to you? Don't be fooled that the person telling you, I will change when we get married. No. What you marry will multiply in marriage. Okay, so if they're a nice person, if whoever you're marrying is a nice person, they will become even best. If they are terrible, they will become the worst. Okay, so these are the things I wish a young person would understand. I know there's so much more, and please feel free to drop your comment at the comment section down below to let the young generation know what are the things they need to pay attention to. And last but not least, it's your faith with your God. Try to have God at the center of your life. In everything that you do, put God first. Oh my God, this is something I can speak about from morning to morning. The minute you trust your life with Jesus Christ, it's a different game. Okay. This is something I came to actually realize as I think when I became a mother and life started to lifing. Yes, life became serious. I remember there was a point I used to speak with one of my brothers when I was still young. Life was good. I didn't know anything, and I used to ask him, I don't understand why people would go to church and, praise God, pray, and cry. I remember this every day when I cry myself. So I used to ask my elder brother this question, like, why are people crying in church? Ask me now who is crying. I don't only cry in church, I cry even alone when I pray to God. Sometimes I'll just be sitting alone and I'll start to think of my life and the way God has been with me throughout this life, and I would just start crying. I cry even at work. I can hear a song and they would remind me the things that the Lord has done in my life, and tears will just start to come out of my eyes, and I'll be telling myself, oh, so you never understood why people used to cry. Now you know. So this is something I want to share with a young person out there. Try to have a great relationship with God. I remember I went to a seminary school. So we had Bible studies as one of the subjects. And I was never serious with this subject. I wish I took that study very, very serious, because now I read the Bible all over again. Okay, because all the God's promises are in the Bible, and the Bible has solutions to all our questions in this life. So this is another thing that I wish I took very seriously, my spiritual life at a very young age. So if you're still young, if you go to a seminary school, pay attention to that Bible study. Whatever you read in the Bible, pay attention, because it will impact your life as you grow old. Okay, so put God first. Trust God with everything that you do. Even if you don't understand the rest of the things, make sure you understand there's a God in this world and that you need Him in your life and in everything that you do. Without Him, life is gonna be so hard for you. Okay, guys? So I hope these few things will change your life in one way or another, and I believe I am able to share my life experiences with someone out there and help you not make the mistakes that I did, and help you have a great future ahead of you. All right, guys? So till next time, as usual, if you didn't have all these things right as me, you still have time, okay? And always remember, you are too blessed to be stressed. So check yourself, see where you need to improve, and do better. Till next time, stay blessed. Bye the best.